freaking speed, power, performance, turning, like it's got it all. All right guys, about to take one of the king of the naked bike class out for a test drive, SuperDuke 1290. Let's get it going. Alright guys, this is Colby Garcia Moto here today with the 1290 SuperDuke. I've been looking forward to this one. Now, a lot of you, if you know this bike, will probably be a little bit intimidated. That's a healthy intimidation, because this bike is crazy, but it's a good crazy. So let's just take this thing out. First time ever riding on one besides coming out of the dealership. So let's go ahead and go. Give a little start up here. Okay, so first thing I noticed, one is this bike is keyless, so the key's in my pocket, which is awesome feature. It does have a manual key just in case to be put in. Right now I'm going to start in street mode. So in regards to changing modes, this is over here. You pretty much get into the menu you want, press set, go in and press set again, and then it'll tell you to lay off the throttle, say if I was going into sport mode. I'm going to start in street, and then from there you can go turn your ABS, MTC. ABS mode does have Bluetooth, heated grips, everything, trip times, tire, air temperature, all the above, guys. So let's just go ahead and get back out of here. This bike does have cruise control as well, which is really interesting. But I love the screen, the color screen. Clutch feels great. Oh god, it just goes right off the bat. Oh, it sounds good. Oh, it feels so light. What the heck? And man, I am super excited to get this thing cranked out. Let's go ahead and take it down the street real quick. Whoa. God, that torque almost threw me over the front. Holy smokes. Now, engine braking is pretty intense. Let's just say that. Whoa, brakes are great. This is just so lightweight. You really got to kick this thing down. We can go ahead and check out the turning radius here. Alright, we made it. Gosh, it's a torque monster. Woo! Oh my gosh. And did I mention this thing is available at Garcia Moto today? You can have this much fun today. Woo! Brakes are great. Can't tell you how good this thing feels. Woo! what I'm gonna do is take this bad boy out on the highway. I love the screen on it. It sounds super good. It sounds mean. There's not too much vibration. It obviously is a naked bike, torque monster, but gosh, I can't believe I didn't expect it. I was riding it like one of my other bikes, and then all of a sudden it almost just threw me over the front with the engine braking. So I'm gonna downshift here. It pops nice and good. Now, neutral, gonna go into sport mode, set, and then go. Oh gosh. Oh my. Oh gosh. That is not good. This car is getting eaten up. I'm gonna avoid that. Again, never even looked at this bike, got on it, or looked at the screen until today. So everything is new. And it feels great at a cruising speed though. I will say, it's not as, okay, after being on my V4S, this is not as intimidating as I thought it would be, especially in the regular mode. It's definitely smooth on the throttle end. I mean, it's definitely low in torque, but gosh, it's so flickable. I've never been on anything like it. And it's different than a Monster. A Monster would be, I guess, Ducati's version of this, but this has got more, obviously, in the tank. It's got, just feels throatier. And then, compared to the Indian FTR, this thing's got a, it's got another gear, if that makes, another 2 gears probably, and just torque and all intents and purpose power. So gosh, but I mean now I know why I've seen guys with this bike up at the tail of the Dragon, because it's just, it feels so nimble and you can just whip it around the corner. Oh my. So now we're gonna take it up on the highway. Yeah, we got air. I'm gonna give it a little. It does just take off anywhere in the rev range. It's a fun bike. Okay, turn signal is in a. It's a big bulky switch. That's good. Can't miss it. Definitely gets up to speed, no problem. You'll have no issue keeping up with your buddies on this thing on their sport bikes. As far as wind, it's not horrible. I'm at highway speeds right now. You're definitely feeling it, but again, this thing is not made to just cruise for 6 hours on the highway. When you're outside the middle of the bike, there is a lot more wind, so at least you are getting a little bit of deflection out of this front, which I like. Man, this thing, I just feel like I could take corners with ease, and this feels like I'm on a super small bike. The seat position is really comfortable. My feet aren't like pinned all the way back. It's kind of a little bit past parallel with my knees. So it's not bad at all. This could be a great little commuter bike to have, just a lot of power just in general. I mean, it feels like that bike that would be in your garage that you would just get on every day. It's definitely, you can definitely handle this. No issue there. gosh, the torque. It just pops all over the place. If you guys have ridden one of these or own one of these, definitely let me know in the comments. Let's see the brakes. Ooh, very nice. So the brakes are Brembos, but they're not sticky Brembos, if you know what I'm talking about. So there's a lot of Brembo brakes that you'll get for heavier bikes that have that kind of sticking point up front. This bike doesn't have that. It's kind of that gradual pull, which you can easily tell what's happening with your brakes. So I am in sport mode. I do love that the screen is color as well. So to start this thing, what you have to do is to flip it down from this kill switch over here, and then turn it on here, and then push down on the kill switch again, and then it'll start. So that's what you can do without having to have a key. Yeah, this front wheel will come up if you launch off with this. Up at the tail of the Dragon, I was on my S1000 XR, and a guy passed me on one of these like I was sitting still, like. And if you think this bike can't be tracked or can't be taken up there, you are wrong, because I saw this guy touch a shoulder down in a turn on this thing. I mean, this is not just a torque monster that all I can do. This is a like refined machine of destruction and like freaking speed, power, performance, turning. Like, it's got it all. I'm not bent over at all. I'm pretty much straight up and down, kind of like a dirt bike feel. Same feel as the S1000 single R and the Ducati Monster. Ducati Monster, you're sitting into it like the 1200. You are sitting into the gas tank like this. So, man. All right, let's test some pull power out of the top. Holy crap! Ah! What the heck? That'll wake you up in the morning. This thing must have wheelie control on, because I definitely would have just popped a wheel up. But hey guys, like I said, this specific bike is available at Garcia Moto. It is able to be test driven if you're serious about buying it. So come on by and give this thing a drive. I really sit into this well. Like, the bike suspension feels great in the back. Oh gosh, I don't think I've ever felt suspension quite like it, but it just feels like it's holding you up. It goes down, it compresses, but it's not squishy or anything. So, and I feel like I could just take this thing around town all day. Gosh. Oh, it feels so good. Oh guys, that was the 1290 KTM. I feel like I got around town pretty fast in this. If you can see, it is whippable like nothing you've ever seen. I just feel like I could bury this in a corner. Whew. Oh, it feels good. Guys, come on down to Garcia Moto. Give this thing a ride if you were in North Carolina. If not, still find a way to ride it, because it deserves to be ridden. I am gonna go park this thing where it belongs, inside, and I will see you guys on the other side. If you haven't, if this is on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and turn on notifications so you can know when more high quality content is coming out. Thanks a lot, guys.